Hi there, thanks for joining. Just
Hi.
hey, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Just pinning myself here, or trying to. Here we go. All right, well, it's 11 o'clock. We'll get started. I'm guessing people will kind of be possibly joining late, but welcome to some core yoga here. We're going to start with a standing routine. So starting with breath of joy, a nice vigorous pranayama to kind of get us in the mood here. Bend the knees, inhale, reach up. Bend the knees, inhale, reach out. We bend the knees, inhale, reach overhead, and a big letting the breath out. So we'll do about 10 rounds of that. Starting now, bend the knees, inhale, 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 inhale. Getting a nice big exhale, big release, bending those knees as you send the arms back. Let's do 3 more. Last one. And big reach up, and we'll reach up and over, take a little side bend, stacking the shoulders, release that bottom arm, little circles, and inhale up through center to the other side. Let's do each side again. Big reach, grow nice and tall to bend over. And last one. And we'll take a little wrap of your thumbs. You can't really see my thumbs here, but wrap the thumbs, reach the arms high, hug the belly in, press those arms back towards the ears, keep the head nice and lifted. And then we'll open and expand the heart, cactus arms, find a little baby back bend. Again, reach the arms overhead and twine the thumbs. Press the arms back and wide as you hug the belly in. And we'll expand and open, cactus the arms, baby back bend. And take a little reach behind. Squeezing those shoulder blades together behind the back. Bend the knees, arms overhead. And vertical twist, bring that right arm behind, left arm forward. Keep the hips as forward as you can. And continue that circle down and up through center. We'll roll the other side open. Left arm back. And down and up through center. 2 more each side, kind of roll. Turn that into a shoulder roll, smoothing it out. Reaching up through center, last side. And arms up and overhead, frame the head for good morning. So hug that belly in, we'll send the hips back. These can be bent a little, squeeze and lift. Just taking a little bend, starting shallow. squeezing and lifting. Kind of similar to a dead row. Activating through the core. One more just like this. And then we'll bring the hands to the sacrum, reaching one arm as we bend and the other for elephant. So same kind of motion with the body, just arms reaching one and the other. And just kind of even out your sides. And we'll do standing cat and cow. Sink down, lift the heart and tail, and then bend and roll up to stand. Exhaling, sinking down, sinking that heart, lifting the tail, and then rounding through the spine as we roll up. A couple more. Try to get a lot of movement in the spine. And this time as we roll this down, we'll roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Maybe find an arm bind behind the back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And again, we'll bow forward, bending the knees. Bring the chest to the tops of the thighs. Continue to reach that crown of the head down toward the mat as you straighten the legs any amount into a forward fold with chest expansion. Reach those knuckles high. Press the shoulders away from the ears. Another nice breath. And let those arms float down. We'll do the front end of sun A here. Bend the knees, roll up to the spine. Big reach and tall mountain. Open and expand the heart. Baby back bend. And big reach and tall mountain again. Hug the belly in as we dive it down. Swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen and flatten the back. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do that one more time. Bend and roll to stand. Big reach, tall mountain. Baby back bend, open the heart. And reach. And dive it down. Swan dive, hug the belly in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And from the top of your mat, we'll take a little step back with the right foot. You can bring that knee down to the mat, reach the arms overhead, take a side bend toward the bent knee, toward that front bent knee, opposite arm, reaching up and over in a little side bend. And we'll cartwheel the arms, so bring that front arm to the back thigh, back arm reaches up in a revolve. And send those hands forward, frame the front foot, send the hips back, flex the foot toward the face, little hamstring stretch. Squaring those hips forward. And we'll bring this into a hamstring twist. So keeping this hamstring stretch, bring that right hand under the shoulder, and then we're gonna twist toward the long leg. Reaching, so same side, arm is long, leg is reaching up as we twist toward that leg. You should feel a nice stretch all the way down the outside of the leg here. In our little hamstring twist. And we'll bend that knee, bring the hands forward, take a tuck of the back toe, lift the back knee, baby step forward, align the heels. For a pyramid stretch, we're gonna lengthen, flatten the back, and fold back down over the leg. Scissor the legs together, keep the hip from popping out to the side, keep it behind the head. Another nice breath. And we'll simply just bend the knees, step it forward to forward fold, starting again, bend and roll, the tall mountain, big reach, arms overhead. Hug the belly in, dive it down, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, flatten. Exhale, forward fold. Now step the other foot back, probably your left foot. Bend the knee to the mat, we'll reach the arms overhead. And then we're reaching up and over toward that bent knee side. So opposite arm is front knee, reaching up and over, side bending. And then we'll revolve. Take that top arm, bring it to the back thigh. Other arm reaches up, switching the arms. And cartwheel the hands down to frame the feet. Send the hips back, flex the foot toward the face, hamstring stretch. Take some nice breath. So opposite arm is this long leg, plants underneath the shoulder, nice and wide so you don't tip over. And then we'll reach, same side arm as long leg up high, twisting toward that long leg in our hamstring twist. And take a little bend of that front knee. Tuck the toe, lift the back knee under, take a baby step forward, align the heels again for pyramid. Find some length, come up, flatten the back, and fold back down. Keep those hips behind the head. And bend the knees, step forward to the top of the mat, or roll through the spine. One sun A here, big reach overhead. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, hands find the mat, step the feet back, find a nice plank. And let's do a chaturanga. You can always do knees if you want. High, low push up. Inhale to cobra up dog. Exhale, reverse that tricep push up to downward dog. Take a little walk through the feet. And we'll do some ocean rolls here. From our downward dog position, we're going to scoop out the belly, lift the heels, scoop out the belly, roll it forward into a plank till you're above those wrists, shoulders above the wrist. Bend the knees, but keep them floating. Send the hips back, turbo dog, and then straighten the legs and you out. Making a little cycle here. Again, lift the heels, scoop out the belly, roll it forward. Nice strong core, hug the belly in. Bend the knees, send the hips back, turbo dog, and straighten the legs and you out. Let's do that 2 more times. Scoop and roll. Bend and float, sending the weight back away from the wrists. And downward dog. Last time, big inhale as you scoop it forward. Exhale, send back. And downward dog. Take a little walk through the feet. All right, we'll come forward into plank here, shift forward into plank. And we're gonna do some little push-ups. We're gonna pick up our right foot. We're gonna pull the knee into the elbow, bring it across, opposite elbow, bring it back, send it floating, and one little push-up. Again, tap the elbow, cross under the body, same side elbow, send it back floating, and push up. If this is too intense, you can always come down to the knee and do a kneeling push-up. Nice little modification. Let's do one more. Strong hug of the belly. Woo. All right, take a little downward dog, walk through the feet. And we'll do that on the other side. Come forward to plank. Take a little float of that left leg. Knee pulls in, same side elbow. Bring it across under the body, opposite elbow. Same elbow. Send it long, reach through the toe. One push up. Woo. Let's do that 4 more times. Knees if you wish. Last 3, keep it strong. Should start to feel some sweat here. Woo, couple more. You got this. All right, last one. All right, take a little walk through the knees in our plank. And we're gonna come down to the form. So send those hips back and downward dog. And we'll bring the forms to the mat, dolphin. Again, see if you can pick up the elbows. Downward dog. And lower them down, dolphin. You can always do one at a time or both at the same time. Let's do one more. All right, and let's come down to forearm plank. Bring it forward, and we're gonna tap both knees at the same time in our forearm plank. Both knees tap and lift. Tapping and lifting. Few more. And last one. All right, we're gonna do hips side to side. You can do this knees or toes. Hips come to one side, come through center to the other. Heels drop with the hips. Kneeling, same thing. And you can take out the center if you wish, moving side to side. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And lower the belly, hips down, take a little sphinx. Press the shoulders away from the ears, widen across the chest. And we'll bring the belly down, reach those fingers toward the heel, locust. Zip up the legs together, squeeze the palms together, and we'll take a little open and close. Opening and closing, staying lifted in that locust. Shoulders are rolled up and back, squeezing it together. Imaginary ball behind the back, you're giving it a big squeeze and release. Let's do 2 more. Last one, maybe bind those arms for locust. Steeple grip, reach those pinky or fingers, pointer fingers toward the heels. And release. Whew. All right, hands under shoulders. Press yourself back, child's pose, toes to touch, knees wide. Send the hips back. And we'll transition to the back, walk the feet forward, bend the knees, resist as you roll down to the back. And we'll bring those legs into a boat here for a little low boat, high boat. Modification is you can keep the mid back entirely on the mat, reaching the arms and legs on a low angle, pulling it in. Less work is legs more up the wall, or you can be more up in a boat, coming down to low boat. Arms open up, and then knees pull in. Woo. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. And crisscross it out, bring the hands to frame the head, bend one knee, rotate the chest toward the bent knee. And we can add a 1, 2, 3, hold and pulse. 1, 2, 3, give the squeeze. Every third one, give it an extra pulse. Couple more. All right, last one. All right, let those legs and arms separate. Reach the arms long overhead. Nice big breath. Let those ribs pop. Give the belly a little break. And then we'll bring the knees to the table. Hands can either come to shins or elbows to thighs. We're going to roll like a ball. Elbows to thighs is a little harder, keeping that circle of connection. And we're going to take a little press into standing. So reach those arms forward, press through the heels, and maybe you can come to stand. It might take you a couple. Give it a try. Weight comes forward, pressing through the heels. I'm going to do 1 more. Woo. All right, and let's take a roll up to stand. Big reach, tall mountain. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Shake out that head. And we'll bend the knees, think the hips, chair pose. Arms can reach. Your shoulders are feeling tired. You can always bring hands to the heart. Little pulses in chair here. Maybe lift one heel and the other, taking a little walk through the feet in our chair, a little push peddler. And from our chair, we're going to pick up the right knee. So lift that right knee into stork. We're going to come into a pendulum into warrior 3. If you need some more support, you can always have a hand underneath the thigh. If you feel like you're ready, you have a nice strong grip on the core, you can have a hand under the thigh, or you can have hands at heart. We'll extend and swing through pendulum. The knee bends, the torso lifts. Again, send it through and back. Let's do that again. Send it through, big reach into warrior three. Little bends and straightens up the standing leg. Pulse it down for 5, 4, 3. Press through that foot. You're kind of pressing your whole body. All right, reach the toe long behind. Toe finds the mat. Those feet are parallel for balance. Big reach up, high crescent lunge. And we're going to take a vertical twist toward that knee. So left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale through center. Again, vertical twist, arms can cactus if you wish. And big reach overhead. Vertical twist. And reach. Let's do 2 more. Exhale as you twist. Nice, strong, energized leg, pressing through the heel of that long leg. All right, big reach. And let's open and expand the heart. Maybe add a little bend. Arms come together and round. Again, open and bend. Exhale, tuck and round. Ooh, and let's challenge the balance. So just try to stay focused. Nice and steady. Let's do one more dip. And open it out to that cactus. We'll send the fingers toward that back heel. And then revolve. Opposite arm as long leg taps the inner thigh. Other arm reaches overhead. So same arm as back leg reaches up overhead. Other arm tapping inner thigh. And we'll open out warrior two. Lengthen that stance. Find a nice deep bend. Reach it forward, scoop it back, reverse. And let's find extended side angle, framing the head. If you want to bring this into a bind, front lower arm comes inside side the thigh, back arm behind the back. Catch the fingers, find the hands. And we can even step it forward to birds here if you wish, or you can stay in this extended side angle, stepping it to the top of the mat, picking up the torso with the leg. Ooh. And you might be able to extend the leg. I don't know if I can today. Just experimenting. And then we'll step it back down, finding that extended side angle. Gaze down at that big toe, reach the crown of the head forward, float the back leg, half moon. Little extra here, you can bend the back leg, floating leg, maybe touch the toe. And let's open it out, 5-star and big sit in goddess. Let's take a little reach and goddess. All right, bring those hands to the hips. We're going to do a little slow up and down here in our goddess. Knees are wide, belly's hugged in, tailbone's long. Slow lift and lower. Whew. And then we'll stay low, take a lift of the heels and lower, lifting the heels and tapping them down. Hands can also be to heart if you wish to. And then we'll keep one heel lifted, little pulses. And switch to the other side, little pulses, keeping that heel nice and high. And then both heels up, ooh, adding a pulse, little pulse. All right, keep it low. Bring those arms out to cactus. We're gonna do some goddess jacks here. We're gonna step it in to chair and open it out to goddess. So as we land, knees are bent, making a little cushion for our body. Stepping out and in. Let's do 5, 4, 3. This last one, we'll land in chair. Sit those hips back, squeeze the forearms together. As you sit the hips down, reach the fingers high. So dipping the hips as you reach the arms a little bit higher. Couple more. All right, and then we're gonna open out one leg and back to chair. Same leg, stepping out and in. Feel loading in this opposite leg. Let's do a few more. Two more. Woo. All right, come back to chair. And again, we'll do those goddess jacks out and in. Cushion that ball. Five more. And on this last one, we'll end in chair again, a little dip lift. Hips go down, fingers reach up. Squeeze the forearms together. And sink low in that chair again. Other leg now, switching sides, opens out and in. Last one. All right, step it out. And we'll fold forward, wide leg forward fold, shake out the torso. Give that back leg on the mat a nice little hug, folding the chest for the leg. And reverse, give that front leg on your mat a little hug, try to fold at the hips, long spine. And we'll take a pivot on the ball and the heel of the foot to low lunge to the front of your mat. Elevate that front foot, send it back, maybe floating for chaturanga, high-low push-up. Inhale and cobra up dog. Exhale, reverse push-up to downward dog. Bend the knees, gaze forward, we'll hop to the top of the mat. And we'll roll up to the spine, big reach. Sit it back, chair pose. Whew. Hands reaching or hands to heart. Little pulses. And we'll do that left side now. We'll pick up that left knee in stork. Again, you could always support under the thigh if you need. Or pendulum swing, bend the knee, lift the torso. Let's do three more. Extend, send it through. Two more. Woo. If you lose your balance, just get back in. Last one. So warrior three, little bends and straightens of that standing leg. For five. Last two. All right, bend that front knee, reach the toe behind, legs are on parallel. Big reach up, high crescent lunge to vertical twist, twisting toward that front knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, rotate. Let's do a few more. Big reach to center, cactus the arms open and expand. Flex the spine, forearms come together. Open and expand, maybe add a little dip. And flex and pull it in. All right, open those arms, reach toward the back heel, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Opposite hand taps long leg. Same side arm as that back long leg reaches up to the sky for a revolve. And we'll open it out, warrior two. I'm just gonna flip around here. Warrior two, nice long stance. Reach it forward, scoop it back, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Again, maybe floating the arms or finding that bind, opening through the shoulders, or even coming to birds. So a few different options. Birds, we just step it to the top of the mat. Find a lift. Whew. Pick up that torso, lift the leg. Maybe extend. All right, whenever you're ready, we'll come back to extended side angle. Gaze down at that big toe. Reach the crown of the head forward, half moon. Maybe connecting to that top toe, bending the top knee. And we'll float it down, big reach star. Exhale, goddess squat. Again, reach and squat. All right, bring the hands to the hips. Lift and lower, nice and slow. Hugging the belly in, long tailbone. We're gonna do that whole goddess series again. And keep it low, little lift and lower the heels. Pulse it up. And one side, keep that heel lifted, pulse it out. Nice and high on that heel. And release that heel, other side, pulse it out. And maybe pulse both with a little heel lift and lower. Both are alternating. All right, and we'll do those jacks again. Take a little step in to chair and open. Let's do 6 more. All right, we're gonna step it in the chair, dip lift, send those hips down, fingers up, squeeze the forearms together. And cactus arms, we'll send one leg out, back to chair. Take a little tap of that toe out to the side, finding your balance in the one leg. Step it back to chair, dip lift, hips down, fingers up. And other side, opening the cactus and bringing it in. Couple more. All right, last time out in. 7 more. Last 4. All right, step it wide, and we'll bow forward, wide leg forward fold, shake up the head, sway out the torso. And I'm gonna flip because on my other side. Okay, give that back leg on your mat a hug. We'll lean over to the leg. And give that front leg a hug. Gonna pivot on the ball and heel the foot into low lunge, front knee bend, hands from the foot. Unweight that front foot, send it back, reach to the toe. Maybe keep it floated for chaturanga, high low push up. Inhale, cobra up dog. Press the ground away. Whew. Reverse push up to downward dog. Take a little walk through the feet. All right, on the right side, inhale, right leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Let's bring it across the body, tap. Inhale up. Exhale, cross and tap. Maybe even extend. Do one more of those. All right, tap same side elbow. And we'll lower the shin for pigeon, reach the back leg long. Take a nice lift. You can stay lifted or you can pull down to pigeon. You may wish to bend the back knee, coming into more of a mermaid, or even binding on that leg. So wherever you want to go on your pigeon here, we'll just stay for a few breaths. Slow that exhale. All right, come up to the palms, and we're going to bend this long leg in. So we're in a little box. Hand to the ankle, the arm reaches up and around, rounding to the shin, flexing and rounding the spine. Take a little curve. So toward that side shin, inner box sit. Then top arm opens up, plants behind the hip. Reach it forward, fold the chest forward. Pressing those bottom legs into a modified wild thing, lifting the hips, opening the heart and throat. And exhale, sit it back. We'll come back to that downward dog to do the other side. I'm just gonna turn around so my leg can fit through. All right, left side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, cross and tap. Actually, I think I did the other leg. Okay, so just make sure you're doing your other leg. Inhale high, cross and tap, or even extend through. All right, and take a tap, the same side elbow. And we'll lower that shin down for pigeon to other side. Mirroring what you did on the other side. So if you stayed lifted, if you did mermaid, or if you folded down right away, it's doing the same options. Binding a bind. Make that exhale nice and long. Nice deep breath. One more nice long breath. And we'll come up to the palms, bend that long leg in so you're in a little box. In our Z sit, bring the hand to that side shin. Other hand reaches out, palm up, around and rotate as you reach toward the shin, toward the knee. And that top arm reaches up, plants behind the hip, fold the chest forward, reach the arm forward, press into the legs to lift the hip, opening the heart and throat, pressing those hips forward and up. And exhale into your seat. We'll bring the knees forward. Take a round in the back, resist as you roll down to the mat. Should be able to touch your heels. We'll take a little rock of the pelvis forward and back. And then peel that spine off the mat, pressing into the mat as you roll up into hip bridge, lifting that heart and shin. Find a nice lift in the heart as much as possible. And then roll down. We'll take a little roll up and down a couple more times, snaking through the spine. And the next time you roll up, we'll take a hold. You can also take full wheel if you prefer. You bind under the chest, coming on the triceps, or full wheel, fingers toward heels. Take a nice inhale, exhale, lift it up. Knees stay parallel. And we'll make our way back down, unbinding the arm, rolling down through the spine. Bring the feet wide, knees resting against one another. Arms can be in cactus. Actually, sorry, let's bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. We should have done that first. Soles of the feet, knees wide. Take a little rock. Maybe hands to thighs. All right, now we can bring the knees together, feet wide. Sorry about that. Hands to belly and heart if you wish. And we'll open the arms to cactus, part the knees, take a little windshield wiper, one side then the other, head going opposite of the knees. And pick a side, let those legs drop to that side, maybe heel to outside of thigh. Extra stretch. And we'll release, let those legs go to the other side, reversing that to the other side, heel to thigh, or heel to outside of knee. All right, let those knees come up through center. We'll reach inside the knees, grab the blades of feet. Happy baby. And take a little yogi toe lock onto those toes, extend through one leg, press through the heel. And we'll bend that knee, extend through the other leg. You can do each side again, or see if you can extend both legs at the same time for a straddle stretch. Working on flattening that back to the mat, holding at the hips. And release those feet. We have a few minutes here, so let's do a fish pose. Lengthen those legs long. Zip the thighs together. We'll bring the fingers pointed toward the heels. You can slide those hands underneath the bottom, coming down to the elbow. Find a nice lift of the heart. So lift that heart nice and tall. We're gonna open the throat as we bring the crown of the head toward the mat. If you need to decrease the angle on your elbows to get the head down, you can check those hands further underneath. Squeeze the elbows together, lift the heart. Bring the crown of the head to the mat. Reach for the toes, nice pointed toes if you can. A progression of this would be bringing the hands in prayer or floating the legs in boat. I'm not going to do that today, but you're welcome to do that if you wish, if you feel like that is a good posture for your body today. And then release those elbows. We'll lay down flat on the mat, bring the knees to the chest, take some circles. And reverse. Give yourself a nice hug, round in that spine, nose to knees. Give yourself a deep squeeze. And take a little roll up to seated. And a nice lengthened spine. And we'll finish with a few breaths here. Big scoop up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Couple more just like that. And last one, big reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. The light, the teacher in me bows down with deep respect and gratitude to the light and teacher in each of you. Namaste. All right, thank you so much for joining me in class today. Sorry, I think I forgot to say my name. Maybe I did, I don't know. My name is Bliss. So glad you could join me. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Thanks for all the thanks.